Yes. You're tuned in to Night Sounds Radio. Barry and Joe here with you back once again. Hello, Joe. Did you happen to see the star-studded event that happened recently on your television that lasted a long time but started an hour early? I'm talking about the Oscars. Did you have a look-see?
I watched one part. Can you guess which part I watched? I watched one specific part, and I only watched it this morning after the fact. So,
the naked guy? Did you watch the naked guy?
No, John Cena's part? No, I just read about it.
Let's see what else happened. I can't. Why don't you just tell me?
No, I'm not going to just tell you. It's like the biggest thing that happened at the Oscars.
You're making me think about the whole thing. All 4 hours of it make me think about it.
What do you know that I love, and what happened at the Oscars last night?
Oh, what do I? Oh, dude. Okay, the dude in the top hat came out with the guitar and played. Is that what you talk about when Slash appeared?
Yes, but you know I love the Barbie movie, and you know I love
Ken doing the thing. Okay,
you know I loved that song. So yeah, that's the only part I watched, and it was wonderful.
It was wonderful. Yeah, it was good. Well done. Bravo to everybody. But the controversy, those two things that was controversial.
Okay.
The first one was it was supposed to be the first time an indigenous person was to win an Oscar. Did you know about this?
She didn't.
But she didn't. She did not. And what I find interesting is I don't know if you saw The Curse with Nathan Fielder and Emma Stone on Max. Is that what it's called? I can't show whatever it was on.
Sure.
But the whole plot of that was Emma Stone's character is taking things from indigenous people, like on that.
Oh.
So it's very, very funny to. So that was the first, thing. But the second thing, and this is still developing, the Holdovers. Did you see that movie? That was with
Paul Giamatti.
As a teacher.
I didn't even watch these things, and I know, and you don't. But yes, it's about a teacher in the 60s, the 50s. Can't remember, 70s, 80s, 70s.
I'm not too sure of the plot. And
I know the plot. I mean, Timmy the sports guy is a big movie guy, and he asked me if I saw it, and I said no, and he gave me the plot. He said I'd really connect because whatever. But no, I didn't see it. I just knew the plot. But what's wrong with Holdovers?
Out of the blue, Alexander Payne's Oscar-nominated film, I think it won, I can't recall, but it's being accused of plagiarism.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, this other guy, Simon Stevenson, says he wrote for Variety and sent him a bunch of emails as proof, saying that it was plagiarized line by line.
Ooh.
Now that is...
got receipts?
I guess he's got receipts. Yeah. His original spec script was called Frisco. And it was about, now you know the plot, I don't, of the Holdovers. Let me tell you about Frisco's plot. Tell me if it aligns, okay?
Okay.
Frisco is about a middle-aged doctor and a 15-year-old patient he gets stuck looking after. I think that's all I know about it.
Okay. I mean, it's similar, but it's not the same. Like in the Holdovers, the location that they're in is particularly important to the story and is actually like kind of its own character. You know, this like boarding school, this live-in boarding school is where this whole thing takes place over a Christmas break. You know, there are a couple students at the boarding school who have nowhere to go. And so Paul Giamatti is basically voluntold that he has to stay and watch after these other kids. So the place itself is a big scene, but stories have similar themes like that all over the place. Where does this guy think that plagiarism comes in?
Because they're both members of WGA and they're in groups together and they share scripts. And it looks like this guy, Mr. Stevenson, Simon Stevenson, and this other guy, his name is David Hemmingson. And David Hemmingson wrote the thing. He was credited in it.
Wrote
and he
what
said it in he wrote the holdovers.
Okay.
He said the guy what's his name? Alexander Payne, who wrote the thing.
Stop
was
saying the thing. Like there's two different
who wrote the
stories we're talking about.
holdovers.
Stop
Okay.
saying the thing. So who wrote the holdovers? Because now
It's a
you're
little confusing because it's
two
three
people wrote
people saying mine, no mine, no mine. But it looks like he was inspired by a pilot script written by this guy David, set in a boarding school, and asked him to write a story set in the same world. So the rumor is that this one guy went, "Oh, I got to write this story. I'll go back. Oh, here's a spec script that follows the same rules. I'll just take that and rephrase it." That's the allegation.
Well, that's a pretty serious allegation, I would think.
And he's saying story, characters, structure, scenes, dialogue, line by line, man. Wild.
Well, wouldn't the WGA then get involved if they're both part of that union?
Well, I mean, it's developing. We'll see who gets involved and how far this goes. But right now, the dude has receipts and he's gone to the press.
Well, I think at that point, what do you think that the final outcome's going to be? If he has receipts and this comes out that his story was plagiarized, he gets credit, right? He gets that credit and he has to get paid.
Well, it's either in settlement or in whatever they do in movies, points. Yeah, dude's got to get some money. If they can look at page this and page that and line by line the sucker.
Oh, yeah, they're in trouble. Then
we'll just see how far this goes.
Yeah, then he's going to have to get a writing credit, and that means he's going to have to get points, and that means he's going to get royalties on it. But he's also going to get a major payout because they tried to screw him. So he's gonna make this movie not profitable. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, if they won an Oscar, I wasn't sure if they won.
I don't think they did. No, because Oppenheimer won for Best Picture and Cillian Murphy won for Best Actor.
Best actress in a supporting role looks like the Holdovers. Divine.
Right, Divine did win. She won. She was good. I hear.
Let's see. There's a Best Actor.
That was Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I think that might be it. I don't know. I
think it was just the Best Supporting Actress. That's all they got.
So what do they got to do? Well, I guess they didn't. But if they won like Best Picture, would they have to like mail them an Oscar? Like, here you go, man. Like, wouldn't that be the most random Oscar to have?
It would have been for Best Original Screenplay. That's what the writers get for their Oscar, but I don't think it won for that.
Anatomy of a Fall went for that.
Okay, so they don't have to. The Academy doesn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, no,
at all. No, it's gonna be WGA, and then the studio is gonna have to pay out a ton of money.
Well, we'll see. We'll touch this story again if it moves or budges. This is Night Sounds.